Hey everybody, welcome back to FICSMAS. This is December 2nd. So our number 2 prize is right there. Oh my god,
It would be such a shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a shame.
A nuke obelisk? Why did it just give us a nuke? I'm putting that in the dimensional depot. The dimensional depot, as we call it. Now, we still can't do anything here because we don't have our data cartridge, which we're going to get on December 4th. So, if we want to take a look at where we're going and where we've been, I did want to show the base real quick. And actually, I'm just going to stop right here. So, I have the overall structure of the base done. The pipes down there, I think, look sick. They are slightly shifted a little bit, so it's not like perfect, but it still looks really nice. Now, I didn't do it all the way down because on the back side, you'll know that that bean is just moonwalking across the wall. On the back side of this mountain, the terrain is actually quite a bit higher, so if I put the pipes all the way down, it just wouldn't look that good. I guess I could have done it further down on this side and had it like taper up and around or something, but number one, making those blueprints was terrible and took me way too long. Plus, I kind of like the look of it. So, the middle of the base looks like this because I have the ultimate highway, which is a huge blueprint. Let me actually go back over here for a second so I can show you exactly what I'm thinking about doing. And since this is going to be our main hub area and things shouldn't change. Oh, God. Oh, I made it. All right. Since this is going to be our main hub area and things shouldn't change from here on out, I'll show you the ultimate highway. Oh, God, the frame rate. Since this was made on the Blueprint Designer Mark V, which is a mod, this thing is like just crushes my frame rate. So this is the bottom of the blueprint, right? It's the very bottom. Now if we come up here just a smidge, we got the inside. So the inside of this blueprint, and I would make it if I had enough concrete, encased beams, copper sheets, or crystal oscillators. I need 260 crystal oscillators for one of these because of how many goddamn signs I have on it. It's gonna crush my frame rate too. As soon as I start placing these down and like running them around the map, it's gonna crush it. So the reason why this one down here is actually the same distance as these. This middle one, this middle floor here, this is the most important. So this is where this interior tube, it can perfectly like sink in to the build. So I plan on having these kind of as their own individual tunnels coming out of the base here. So that way I can have my, as you can see on here, I got pipes, I got belts, I got trains, hyper tubes at the top here, and this here is a road for trucks. So this literally is the master highway. I mean, it has every single thing in it. And then, let's go up a little ways. Up. Oh, nailed it. Okay, so this here at the very top actually gets, that's like slightly off. That's okay. I could probably just, yeah, I can just control it down just slightly and move it. But this circle here is actually going all the way out to a radius of 23 foundations. And so the max, to get a perfect circle, you need to do 11 foundations plus one that is 1 meter clipped in. So let me show you that real quick. So right here, this is 12 foundations. This right here, this is 12 foundations from the center, and the center being the space elevator, the center. Now, if I wanted to make this a perfect circle, I would go ahead and put this foundation down like that, and then I would just go in 1 meter like that. So that's boom, that's 1 meter. All right, let me do it to this one so you can see. There we go, boom, 1 meter. Now that's perfect. That is literally perfect. You can't get much perfect than a line like that. So the reason why I don't do that is because that's a lot of work to completely go around the entire circle doing it that way. And this way, this is 12 foundations out now. I just have a slight gap. Like, it is a tiny gap. And if you put on walls, like that, and then that. If you put on walls, you can barely tell that it's there. So, if you want to make a perfect circle, it is 11 foundations out from the center. That 12th foundation, you move it in by 1 meter. Go ahead and nudge that in by 1 meter, and then you'll have an exact perfect circle. Now, if you want to move that circle out, you'll do exactly like I'm about to show you. So, you go ahead and grab this foundation here. So remember, this is at 12 foundations. We're going to go ahead and take that all the way out 10 with our zoop. So now we're at 22 foundations. The original 12 plus the 10 that I just zooped. And we're going to put one more on there. So now we're at 23 foundations. And what we're going to do is grab our painted beam, go into freeform mode, and you're going to snap to the middle of this foundation. Snap right to the middle vertically. Boom. You're going to push it over there, snap it to the middle of this foundation. Go ahead and grab this, and you're going to put it right on the corner, right there. So, now you got to be consistent here. If you're doing all of these from the, let's say you're looking at the middle, I'm snapping these to the left side, the leftmost foundation. And then you're going to go ahead and nudge that into place. Go over, couple, go down, and boom. Ah, shit. Oh. Well, if I wasn't in zoop mode, hang on. One moment, please. Okay. Nudge, 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 nudge. Nudge, 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 nudge. There we go. Now look at that corner. Look at that. That is perfect. That is an absolute perfect edge right there. So remember, this is 23 foundations out, and you can use this trick with the painted beam to continue out. And what do you do with this one? You go ahead and grab that zoop. We're gonna go all the way into all the way in 10 foundations. Boom. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This is how you make infinitely awesome circles. So you could actually continue this out to so it's always one less than the amount of foundations you were going. So you'd have to go out 45 foundations, and then you could make another perfect circle using that exact same method. So once again, I'm just going to show you. We're going to take this one, go all the way out 10. We're going to go one more to make that 23 foundations in radius. Go ahead, grab our painted beam in the freeform mode, put it right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and snap to the middle right there, so you can see it's going to be 7.711 meters in length for your painted beam. Go ahead and grab that. Make sure you change this back to default build mode. Grab the corner there, and you're going to nudge it over towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to nudge it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that painted beam is grabbing the exact middle of the foundation. So it takes 4 nudges, or it takes 4 nudges to move it over to be in the center again, and then 4 the other way to get out of the center, because it's an 8 meter wide. So that is how we're pretty much going to do it here. I'm going to go ahead and make this outside circle the 23 foundations, and then eventually I would like to have the overall mega ultimate highway meet up with the very bottom of that side, and then bring in the entire interior circle. So it's going to be like we have this exterior ring that is all these trains and trucks and everything coming in, and then you won't be able to see kind of what happens on the inside. But once all the trains and trucks come in, they'll come in not here. This floor I'll probably leave as logistics. This big floor right here in the middle is where all the trains and trucks and pipes and conveyor belts are going to be coming in. So this is where I'm going to stage everything. I'll have, you know, train stations and stuff in here, so that way we can move everything around. Let's see, I actually didn't even try to see if a train station fits in here. Oh yeah, train station fits with tons of room in here. Now I'm probably gonna have to make them like this. So I'd probably have a train come in, and this is what I mean by having this little extra space right here. Like once the train meets that outside circle, I can almost do a giant roundabout and then have them come into each one of these stations when they need to drop off all their goods and then get out. So that's pretty much it. That's the main base and kind of where we're at. I did not do anything on the Christmas tree, like I said, because I need to get that day 4 cartridge so I can make some better stuff. I actually don't have any presents dropping from the sky. That's weird. Oh, I'll have to see what that is. I still have the FICSMAS event on. I just don't have any presents dropping. But that's fine. We'll get automated presents here soon. So that's a very short episode. That's going to be it from me today. I hope you enjoyed, and the next time that you come back, I'm hoping that the build here in the middle is a little bit more done. I'll see you there.